bookish beauties, it's book haul time! In my attempt to buy less books in February than I did in January, I somehow ended up with a rather large stack of books for the month. I tried really hard to avoid Book Outlet, but then they had this sale, and I had a couple $5 off coupons. I actually did not buy all of the books that I received this month, so yay for that. But I will start out with the ones that I did buy. First is An Abundance of Katherines by John Green, and this is just part of my growing collection in my attempt to read every book that John Green has written. Girl of Nightmares by Kendar Blake, which is the book that comes after Anna Dressed in Blood, which I purchased last month and have yet to read. The House of the Scorpion by Nancy Farmer. This was one of those books that I kind of stumbled across. I saw all of the awards and it made me wonder, what the heck is this book? And when I read the back, it's sort of like a sci-fi escape story. It sounded really cool. Next is Origin by Jessica Cowrie? I remember watching the book trailer for this, and it was one of the rare times when it actually really made me want to read the book. I think it had something to do with the fact that it actually had actors and it was more like a movie trailer. But anyway, this is another sci-fi one. I'm pretty sure it has to do with starting a new race, immortality, scientists, blah blah, jungles, villages. It popped up on Book Outlet for cheap, and I grabbed it up. Next is Sneak by Evan Angler, and it is part of the Swipe series. I already have, I think, the first and third book of this series, so I was missing number 2, which I'm pretty sure this is. I don't know because they don't tell you on the cover. It says inside. Book 2 of the Swipe series, which is a apocalyptic dystopian series. Rot and Ruin by Jonathan Mayberry. This is one that I feel like I've seen the cover of so many times, I just had to stop and read the back, and when I read the back, I had to have it. It's a zombie book. I haven't really read that many zombie books, and the ones that I have read weren't that great. Actually, I think maybe the only one I read was World War Z, which I really did not like the book, just the style was... I loved Warm Bodies, but I saw the movie by accident before I realized it was a book, and I still haven't read the book yet. And because I love The Walking Dead, I was really just looking for a good zombie series, so hopefully this will be it, because it seems like a bunch of people are into it, so. The Treatment by Suzanne Young. I was super excited to see this one on Book Outlet, because I read the program in December, and I loved it, so I'm really excited to read the next book, and I actually thought this was a series that was all out. Then I saw somewhere that, like, the third book isn't out yet. So hopefully this one will be a good interim to tide me over until the third one comes out, which I think is pretty soon, actually. Like maybe March, April, or May or something. It's not too far away. And the last book that I purchased, Have a New Kid by Friday by Dr. Kevin Lehman. Lehman. And yeah, I have an 8-year-old. She kind of has an attitude. Kind of want to fix it. I have no idea where she gets that from. And now on to the free books. The Wonder Bread Summer by Jessica Blau is a book that I got as a swap from Paperback Swap. I actually got to meet Jessica. I have another one of her books that's signed. Summer of Naked Swim Parties. She came to my MFA program to talk a year ago, I think, so. And I remember her talking about this book, but at the time I only bought the one. Because I think if I remember correctly, it's about like a pretty rebellious teen who goes on the run and has this crazy summer, and the way she talked about it, it's sort of like a thinly veiled memoir. So it should be pretty interesting. Next, I got 2 books for review. Blindsided by God by Peter Chin. This was an unsolicited request. From time to time, these books just pop up in my mailbox. I don't request it. I never heard of it before. But it looks pretty interesting. It's about a family who went through a lot of really hard things in a short time and how they rebuilt their faith. This one I actually did request. The Happy Christian by David Murray. 10 Ways to be a Joyful Believer in a Gloomy World. And I picked this one because honestly, the gloomy world has been making me feel a little bit gloomy lately. And finally, this is a book that I've been looking forward to read. I was super excited to find out that I was the winner in a giveaway by Leanne Reads for The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. You've probably heard about this one. It's been all over YouTube. But it's a fairy tale story. Oh, she put a note in here I didn't even notice. I'll open it right now. Aw, peanuts. She wrote, "It's a book too miracle, Charlie Brown." How cute. Dear Denise, I'm so happy to be sending this your way. I hope you laugh, cry, and never leave the edge of your seat while reading this. In other words, enjoy! XOXO Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. I definitely plan to enjoy this one. I mean, I'm already enjoying the beautiful cover. So these are all my books for February. Hopefully I will do better at buying less books in March. Thanks for watching. I gotta sort all these books. See, the thing about colored bookshelves is they look gorgeous, but every time you get a new book, you gotta rearrange a whole bunch of stuff just to fit it in.